Hills reunion concludes.
And you kept pushing and you kept pushing and worrying about yourself.
I wasn't worried about only myself.
What did I say?
Crystal, you were quiet. Kyle, you were a kiss ass. Dorit, you were duplicitous. Why didn't any of you ask the tough question? Who believes Erica did not know anything about what Tom was doing?
Can someone please back me the up on what I'm saying?
It lands differently when there are air crash victims.
True.
It's not doing any favors with the Instagram. It's feeding the fire. Again, here you are, looking at me, rolling your eyes.
You're a piece of work.
I loved my husband.
Okay, guys. So here it is. Tonight was tonight. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, part 4 of the reunion. The end of this season. And it was all about more questions for Erica about what was going on with her husband and the victims and what she knew. And Erica, I mean, every time it's like, okay, well, this girl didn't know. She's a possible victim herself, you know. Maybe her husband just really treated her like a trophy wife and he was just doing whatever without her knowledge. It's possible. However, this reunion, Erica, she came off even worse than before. I mean, she was the true see you next Tuesday with her attitude. Like, girl, you should have went to a coach. You should have got some coaching about this because you came across as rude AF. Rude, very rude and nasty to everyone. Your cast members you're just rude and nasty. She did not apologize to Sutton. She don't like being called a lie. But she even admitted that the things that she had been saying, like, it was kind of like unbelievable. She didn't say it in those words, but she pretty much said it. Like, all the stuff about the things that had happened to her husband, about the accident her husband got into, about the accident her son got into. She admitted that it sounded strange. She didn't say the word strange or whatever, but in pretty much she said it wouldn't make sense and it would be questionable. So I'm like, come on, this is something serious. Like, who would not be looking at you out the corner of their eyes if all of a sudden they find out that you're divorcing your husband and then there's this huge article out about him robbing his clients? Come on. If it was any of the other ladies, it would have been the same thing. And then on top of the madness that was going on, you come up with all these these different things. Not to say you come up with it, because maybe it did happen, but it just seems so far stretched, the things that you were saying. And then, as Andy said, and he asked some very good questions, and he brought up a lot of good points. One of the points he brought up was that she was trying to narrate the narrative that it was something mentally going on with Tom, with, you know, why he was, whatever happened allegedly to the victims. But the thing is that Tom, allegedly, these things that Tom was doing, the stealing that was going on from the clients, this has been going on for over a decade. Now all of a sudden you want to rewind to 3 years ago when he had an accident and when his mental capacity went downhill, and that he has Alzheimer's, I'm probably saying it wrong, dementia, whatever it is, that he has that now. Okay, he's 80 some years old. Older people get that. I've witnessed my grandmother with dementia, and I've witnessed other older people with the Alzheimer's. I know I'm saying that word wrong, but you guys know that's something that happens as people get older with certain people. Your mental capacity, it does diminish, of course, when you're 80 some years old. But the thing is that Tom allegedly, he was not in his 80s when he started ripping these people off, withholding their settlement funds. So it's no excuse, and it really shouldn't even been brought up around this time with the situation that was going on. So that's what made everything look shady, Erica. And it's like they couldn't really argue the point or get anything across to her because she was so defensive and she was cutting people off, and she was like, oh, let me talk. So to me, she looked worse than what she was looking before. She didn't really show any sympathy until someone else would say it, and she was like, yeah, right, yeah, it's about the victims. Yeah, I mean, people that's been victimized need to get their money. Some crap she said, but I didn't feel the sympathy, and she still continues to be rude and nasty to Sutton because she said Sutton, was calling her a liar. No one wants to be called a liar, but at the same time, if you're telling the truth, no one likes being called a liar. However, you have to be sympathetic and understand where the person is coming from, given the narrative that you're presenting to them, And Sutton, she still came across, to me, she is the MVP, even for the reunion, because she straight up told Erica that she was a liar. And because even when they were on one of their trips, she pretended to make up with Sutton, and she know that wasn't true. She had made a little comment about she was just doing that to try to make things easier around the other ladies. You didn't even have to confront Sutton. You could have just kept your distance from her, and it's still been all good. So you lied to her then. So you are a liar. You lie. So that was pretty much it in a nutshell. So I guess we'll see how things continue to play out with this legal drama that's going on with Tom and Erica. I haven't been following too close lately because girl got a new job, got to focus. But from the little tidbits that I've been hearing and what I read is that Tom Girardi's law firm, they still had cases pending, in process. So I think they had one particular case that settled for like billions of dollars recently, like just recently, allegedly. I have to really go look up on it because it's interesting. This is very interesting to me. And I'm quite sure he's not the one and only attorney that's ever did anything low down or dirty like this. They always said, I've always heard that you cannot trust a lawyer, so but I think the word on the street is that a case, or maybe some cases that the Girardi law firm had in process, they have settled. And one in particular is for like billions of dollars. And the law firm is supposed to get like 45% in fees from that settlement. So if that is definitely the case, then there's a very good chance that the victims will be getting their money. Isn't God good? And I pray that is the case because those people deserve their money, and any other type of additional monies they can have added to that just for having this stress added on to the stress they were already going through and whatever else may have been going on in their life due to the tragic events that happened to them. They deserve every last penny and then some. So I do pray. I am a believer, and I pray that they get their money and everything that is due to them. It's only fair. So when I heard that little tidbit, I was like, oh, that's really good if that's what it is. I watched Kempire, Up and Adam, Down with Jason, and I think I've heard it on all of their shows. And I also Emily D. Baker. I have to get her name right. I've also been going to her channel and checking her out, and she really breaks down the law. So I think that's something that she was reporting on, but it was late at night and I fell asleep. So I have to go back and check it out. So I have to go back to Emily's channel and check it out to get more information, but it did sound like that good news. And I also like to check out Heather McDonald on her Juicy Scoop because she has some good tea too. So I have to catch up with all of my YouTubers I just mentioned to really get the tea to see what's going on. But you guys, if that's the case, if that's the situation where Tom Girardi's law firm have had such a huge settlement and that they're going to reap benefits of 45% of that billions of dollars, then all of those people should get their money. I don't care if Erica doesn't pay anything out her pocket, but those people definitely need to get their money. I mean, if Erica is sincere, if she's innocent, and even if she repents, if she had anything to do with it, then, you know, we're not supposed to judge. I'm just observing. But if she can get on the right track and do the right thing by other people, I am a believer that things can turn around for the good for her, no matter what's been going on. That's my thought. That's my belief. So I guess we just have to wait and get ready for the next season to see what's going to come about. We know Dorit house was robbed, and they apparently filmed that, so we have that to watch. I don't know. We'll see what else comes on with this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it seems to be the same cast. I'm not sure if they're going to add anyone. Like I said, a girl got a new job, so I'm kind of like behind on watching and listening and reading up on things, so I have to get a little caught up, you know. But I am excited and thankful about my job. Okay, so I hope you guys continue to have a great week. Be good to yourself, and I'll try to see what other content I can put out here. Like I said before, I am new to YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I hope that you enjoy listening and watching me, and that you will subscribe to my channel and click like. Have a great one. Bye.